Yeah, so I think the James character to me is the most important character in the movie for Tommy's tone. You know, obviously knowing that I was going to be playing Tommy in terms of building the movie, I told our producer Allie that I didn't, unless we could cast the right James, I didn't know what the movie was. Because when you're auditioning to play somebody who is on the streets and then staying with you, a lot of people brought a lot of heaviness and a lot of truth to it, and the scenes got very heavy and it almost felt like we were doing a drama, and we needed somebody who felt real because it's not a sketch, and somebody you believe, but somebody who naturally brings you up a little bit, and when they're in scenes you're laughing and you like them and you believe that Tommy, who's a weirdo, is having a great time with this guy. And the montage when they're together, you believe, yeah, these two weirdos became buds. Once I met Biff, I was like, I felt 100 pounds were off my shoulder because a good actor makes writing look better. And so that whole sequence, I was like, oh yeah, now we got it. Like now I know who Tommy and James are, and I can kind of build around that.
Working with Jake was just a pleasure for me. He gave me a freedom that I could work with. There was no pressure ever. He says an actor makes writing better, and I think you have to have something to start with. And the stuff that he gave me to start with was pretty good. And I felt sometimes I would feel short of, well, I'm not coming up to the level of this writing. And about then he would step in and say, forget the damn writing, do what you were doing, keep it natural, keep it light, and it'll come out fine. And it did, and so I was very pleased with it.
Yeah, it's tricky because there's a lot of the direct. So the original idea of this one was like it was like a comedic Jacob's Ladder. It was like in my head, it was kind of Jacob's Ladder, and then I also loved like Bottle Rocket. I obviously love Paul Thomas Anderson, but I also love Caddyshack. So I didn't really have a director I could really lean on to think like that's the tone I want to do. The way I kind of viewed it more was I've done so much TV. So I was actually thinking more different TV directors in different moments. I am more of a TV person than a film person. That's what I've done more. It's what I watch more. So I was really just thinking more about moments and performances.
Right.
I didn't go to film school, so I don't have a Criterion collection in my house.
Got it.
But I've seen every episode of Cheers 3 times.
Well, I hope that they take away the relationships, both with James and Tommy, Anna and Jake together, and the relationships that are obviously going on underneath movie relationships. I don't think any of the relationships play like movie relationships. I think that they play as real. I want them to take away the loneliness that is out there that people have, and that people need people. I think that's very important. I think it's an important part of this film.